Gun servers in Minecraft were always an oddity, especially with Mojang banning them, so I'll be going through a few gun servers and ranking their guns based on their looks, their sounds, their gunplay, and their details. And the only restriction is they all have to be playable with vanilla Minecraft. So let's get straight into it, starting with our first server. StatesMC DayZ appears to be a network server with the primary game mode being DayZ, which is a zombie survival game mode. But most importantly, it features guns. Now these are just your standard guns. You use right click to shoot and left click to aim. It's a very strange control scheme, but it's still very common across most gun servers. And just because of that, I'm gonna have to give the gunplay a 5 out of 10, because it just doesn't align with what most players are used to. Now for the looks, MC DayZ actually makes really detailed gun models. Most gun servers usually go for the low poly look, but all that does is draw more attention to how mediocre the gun system already is. Now because this server didn't spare any expense making the gun models as good as they could, I'll give them the score of 10 out of 10 for details. Now the sound design of the guns are actually also pretty good. There seems to be a multi-layered sound system where each gunshot can play a variety of different sounds at once. And it genuinely does make the gun sound more natural and realistic, and because of that, I'll give the sound design a 10 out of 10. Now onto how the guns look. There's nothing really too impressive about what the guns look like to handle. I mean, it's far too obvious that these guns will not hold up on their own, as it looks and feels like just a retextured shovel that can shoot bullets. It's got no animations of its own, using Minecraft's default hand swap animations to imply there's something moving. However, that's still pretty standard across most gun servers, so I'll give MC DayZ a 5 out of 10 for the looks. With the final score of 7.5, MC DayZ is a decent zombie apocalypse server as long as you don't focus too much on the guns. GunColony is a gun server with one of the best gun systems in terms of vanilla Minecraft. Though they do use a similar system to DayZ, relying on Minecraft hand swap animations to make guns look like they're moving. There's a lot of effects like hit markers and visual recoil that just make the guns feel so much better. I think the controls on GunColony are slightly more intuitive, with crouch to aim and right click to shoot, but it's still strange for people who also play FPS games outside of Minecraft. And for that, I'll have to give the looks a 7 out of 10 and the gunplay a 9 out of 10 because it's still right click to shoot. GunColony sounds are pretty good for an arcade shooter, but still, I noticed for every gun it's just that one shoot sound and then the hit marker sound. I think this goes for MC DayZ as well, but just adding a few more shoot sounds that have a chance to happen could make the gameplay a bit more immersive. Overall though, I feel like the sound should rank a bit lower than MC DayZ's multi-layered sound system, but it still does way above average in terms of sound design, so I'll give this a 7 out of 10 for sounds. GunColony, just like MC DayZ, did not spare a single dime when going into details. Hell, each gun looks good enough to be used outside of Minecraft as well. Each gun model looks like it was modeled to perfection, and when paired with the arcade effects, just makes the guns on the server so nice to look at and use. With all these details elevating the shooting experience, we'll have to give GunColony a 10 out of 10 on details, with a final score of 8.25 as the absolute best arcade shooter for Minecraft. So StatesMC is actually a Minecraft survival server, except it has fully animated guns. It literally just looks like a Minecraft gun mod, except it isn't. And not only does it have animations, it has good looking animations. StatesMC is a kind of a new server, and there are a few bugs, but it has a lot of potential. For looks, StatesMC has to get a 10 out of 10. Now the thing about StatesMC that sets it apart from all the other servers is it uses left click to shoot and right click to aim, just like your favorite FPS games. Although it does not have auto fire functionality, so you can't just hold down left mouse button to shoot. So StatesMC is unfortunately gonna have to get a 9 out of 10 for gunplay. Now StatesMC's sound system is actually quite interesting. Each gun actually has a few different fire sounds that play at random whenever you shoot, and that just adds that extra touch to realism and makes it sound quite natural. But I'll have to give StatesMC an 8 out of 10 on sound design. Now the details for these guns are absolutely phenomenal. There's actually different reload animations for when you're completely empty and when you still have a bullet in the chamber. Not to mention, these guns just genuinely look good. So I'll give StatesMC a 10 out of 10 for the details, with a final score of 9.25. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any other opinions, just leave in the comments down below and I'll probably read it sometime soon. I'm trying to get back into the YouTube sphere, so any interaction from you guys would help a lot. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you next video.